We are now to the rim of the basket. This rim is going to go over the top of this top row of weaving. Once your rim reed has soaked for a good long time, go ahead and wrap one end. If you have a single piece, we're going to wrap this around the top of the basket. Wrap it around and then bring it so that you have about a 2-inch overlap and cut it at that point for that 2-inch overlap. And cut a second piece that same length. On the end here, I'm going to come in about 1.5 inches and trim away the rounded side until I get essentially a flat reed. We're working away some of the bulk so that we don't have as much bulk in the rim. Now with one of your rim pieces, the end you just trimmed down, and come to the middle of one of the sides. Stick this over top of the basket and clamp this in place. And then feed this around the top of the rim and clamp it in place, 1 clamp per wall or side. You want this tight against the top here so that it doesn't bubble out and also doesn't pull too tight. When you get to your starting point, you can come in and we're going to cut this right here. Once you have that in place, you can come move the clamp over top so it holds the 2 layers in place, and that is your outer rim. Now we'll do the same thing for the inner rim. Get the piece with the end that you trimmed down, but this time we're going to curve this the opposite way it wants to go so that the rounded side is to the inside of the basket. Clamp this in place like so, and now you have an inner rim and an outer rim. Now we're going to take a piece of seagrass and tuck this under a clamp like so, and then feed it around into the channel, moving the clamps and sticking that in there. So we're putting this in between the 2 pieces of the flat oval reed, our rim pieces. Now cut this 1 inch beyond the end so that these ends overlap about 1 inch. Tuck those in.